So, little update, I guess. I haven't actually posted anything from the other videos I've taken yet. I thought I was done. I plugged in the few things. There was some kind of sensor right there on the other side of that housing, whatever. It wasn't actually plugged in. So I plugged that in, and I thought that was everything. I had been soaking marble mystery oil down the cylinders. So I took the two top spark plugs out, right? And I just cranked it over a few times. I put a rag over each one, so when it shot the oil back out, it would wouldn't go all over the shop or the garage. I'm not that cool enough to have a shop, and that would coat the walls again, and bring back some compression. Well, I do that, and I plug that thingamajig in, and I put it all back together, and I put the gas tank back on, and put a little bit of gas in it. Not like a little bit, but maybe like a cup, like that much in, which is I'm pretty sure more than enough. It's definitely gonna go down to the bottom. Well, it doesn't fucking start, right? So I figured, maybe the fuel pump's bad. Well, I found this. This was actually kinked, and it's actually right there, a little prickly, because it broke a little bit. But this was kinked. When this goes down, I guess it was bending like that, right? So I unbent it. I tried to unbend it, and I took two pliers or whatever, and I squeezed from this angle, and it opened up, it looks like. But I realized when I flip the key, watch, listen. I flip the key, and it doesn't fucking make any sounds. So I don't think that I think it's either bad or it's one of these, which I don't know which one is the relay for it. So I gotta fucking figure that out. But so I'm like, okay, well maybe that's an issue that getting fuel. Well, let me take my whatchamacallit, where is it? It's somewhere in here. My starter fluid, right? And let me spray some down the whatchamacallit, down the throttle bodies, right? So I spray some down the throttle bodies. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I spray some more. Absolutely nothing. I took out one of the spark plugs, sprayed down one of those holes. Nothing. So I'm really confused because I could have sworn it was getting spark. And here's where I'm confused, and here's where I have the ECU out. If I track the wires from the power commander, these are for the injector. Why are they not plugged in? And then it looks like the injectors do have something plugged into them. So I'm really fucking confused. I'm wondering if the original injector wires are somehow... Again, basically the story of this bike was I was going to buy it running from a friend's father, right? And it was like 3 or 4 years ago, and it didn't run. So he felt bad, so he brought it to a shop here in Connecticut, and they said, again, I'm just going to say their name because it sounds like they were absolute garbage. And the price they charged was absolute garbage. But like New Haven Power Sports or something, never go there. Those guys are complete imbeciles. They were like, because the issue was we got to run like 3 years ago. It would turn on, but then it would just idle, right? It would try idling, but it would actually, here, let me get up my hand better. It would turn on and just go, and die. It would just go up and die. It would start, go up, go, die. So, I mean, looking back, that could have been an issue with the fuel thing, not the air thing not being plugged in. That's what I think it could have been. So they redid all the vacuum lines. Supposedly they did the fuel line. Whatever. They did that stuff, and they tried to diagnose it. Well, the diagnosing and all that stuff, it cost, I'm not going to say the exact price, but a couple $1,000s. Like, that's an absurd, what the fuck is this place? So, New Haven, Power Sports, fuck you. Total imbeciles. It was probably just that being fucking unplugged. But now it's been sitting for another 3 fucking years. So, any other, bunch of other things could have gone wrong. So, I have no fucking clue why it's not starting. It's a brand new battery. The spark plugs are new. I have no idea what's wrong with this bike. And I am absolutely killing not killing myself, but beating myself. I mean, I was gonna say, but whatever. But I'm beating myself over this fucking bike, and I'm pissed. Everything's so fucking tight in here. I don't want to start. I can't even get this fairing off. 'Cause it turns out it's all connected, and the mirror is actually bolted to the frame. And to get that off, I need to get better access to one of them. I need to get the whole dash off or whatever. And then I was trying to take off this piece, which goes right there, and it was somehow positioned up there. This was positioned somewhere. I just had everything kind of just positioned here randomly, like plastic stuff, just something like that. I just had it I forgot what it was but it fucking snagged this damn cable. So I tried twisting the handlebars to get it more upright. I was gonna lean it to the right, and I fucking snatched whatever the fuck this is. I think this is maybe heated grips. Maybe that's 2 wires. I don't give a fuck about heated grips. I was taking these off anyways in the bar ends. But I think this is the fucking switch that goes in there for the damn clutch, or it could be that. I don't know. And now I'm really upset because if that's for the clutch, what the fuck? These bikes don't sell. There's no fucking new parts available, and there's no used parts available. A damn fucking ECU is almost a damn grand, or this one is. A few of them are $600, but what the fuck? The bike's worth maybe $4,000 max in really good condition. I think this one would be if it was running because of the modifications that's been done to it. But what the actual fuck? And I'm pissed. I don't want to part it out, but that might be the only way to fucking make any money off this or even just do anything with it. If anybody has any recommendations for anywhere on the East Coast that would fix it, and I just don't want diagnosed. I want it fucking fixed, and I mean not some I don't want to spend $10,000 on it. But does anybody have any fucking clue where to get this thing worked on or fixed? Whatever, but man, whatever.